All right, y'all. So back with another episode. I think this is episode 6 at this point of the debriefing series. I haven't filmed in a while this specific series. I guess mainly because I haven't had much to say. Now I feel like I want to film one of these and I don't want to lose the momentum of them. So I haven't dropped one of these in like 3 weeks. And I've posted a few music videos for that since then, mainly of old songs, one being Pressure, one being Gems, and Gems was on Tomorrow Was Amazing, and that album came out September 18th of last year, and then Pressure actually came out, I think, in 2022, so that was a while ago. But let's just look at these questions that we normally answer. I should have totally prepared this, but I didn't prepare at all. It's about to rain a little bit, so I'm going to try and make this like quick. Okay, but the making of Gems, that's what we'll be talking about today. And we'll see the questions. They're still loading. My connection has been so bad recently. But I guess just overall, this song is kind of just about understanding the processes that it takes to get to where you want to be in life. And so the hook is specifically about like, okay, I have wild dreams, right? Mama keeps on telling me my ideas are wild, gotta show an execution, maybe my image low resolution. And what I'm saying by my image is low resolution, I'm saying my vision is low res. Like, I don't have it planned out well. Like, I know where I want to be in the end goal, but I haven't backtracked it, reverse engineered to figure out really how to get there. So Gems is kind of talking about understanding if you want something in life, it's not going to come for free, and you actually have to have a plan to go get it. So in the music video, I kind of show me working toward it. I have videos from a rap show and me setting up a merchandise table. And when I go cut to those clips, these are my favorite clips. When I cut to them, it's like this black and white wavy filter. So it's like low resolution in a way, because it's like maybe my vision is blurry. And I'm trying to like say like, mama says my ideas are wild, gotta show an execution. Okay, well, here's me executing. And in terms of why I chose this beat, I remember I found it I think like September or August, right before the album release. And oh wait, actually a year before the album release, sorry, not the same September. And I was thrown away, or blew away by, I was blown away, excuse me, by this beat that Mambo sent me, because it is so euphoric and it just took me to like a different headspace. And I mean, that's just what music does, right? If you're listening to the right stuff, it's like a medicine to some degree. And that's what that beat felt like. So, that's what I wanted. I don't really, I remember, here, let me actually listen to the song real quick. If my connection allows. Okay. My connection might not, oh, here we go. I gotta grow up. Okay, yeah, I remember. So I remember the first, what just came most natural, the first words is, I gotta grow up and show up, put the phone down and own up. Stop, hoe up and get up. My mind state is so drunk. And that's what the beat sounds like, because it's so wavy. I'm sober as fuck with my, yeah, I gotta grow up and show up, put the phone down and own up. Stop, hoe up and get up. My mind state is so drunk. Mama keep on telling my ideas are wild. So at this point in my life, I felt like I had zero traction with my music, and it was really like weighing on me. So I felt like I was drifting off in a way, and that's how the beat made me feel. So I was like, how can I pull this all together? And so that's what I did in this specific song with the lyrics, is I'm talking about pulling it all together. In terms of the recording process, I just remember sitting outside on my trunk of my car writing this, and the lyrics were coming really natural, but it did take me about a week to write this song from what I remember. In terms of where I filmed for the video, a lot of this was filmed like at my recent rap show, and then just like me recording music in my room. It's crazy too, because I have this lyric in the song. It's like, bird's eye, like studio session, bird's eye view. All you see is I'm in it, and I'm saying lonely. Said that I'm by lonely, scared to make friends because I can't tell who's phony. Don't care if they troll me. How to put myself first and get rid of the old me. And that's where I'm talking about getting rid of the old self and just like coming into the new self who's gonna play into this new vision that I'm trying to create. And so the reason that I felt like Gems deserved the music video over a year after its making, and 6 months after its release, 7 months after its release, is because recently I've been feeling similar to how that song is, where it's like life goes in waves, where sometimes you are thrown off on your vision a little bit and different opportunities come up that it's like, oh, if you told me I was going to be here a year ago, I wouldn't have believed you, but here we are. So now that I'm in that path, it's like understanding where I truly want to go in life. And then it's also like, I feel like recently I've been hearing the opinions of other people a lot. So it's also the aspect of just remembering that the world is yours. You don't have to you don't have to live an ordinary life if you don't want to. And so I think a lot of people fall into that trap because they never really took the time to reflect and think about what they truly want. And you'll hear people as they get older talk about what they wish they would have done, or different dreams and aspirations, but they didn't pursue because it wasn't realistic. But I think as an individual, you need to define what is realistic in your life or not. And so, there's some stuff that I do that I don't know is totally realistic, like in the eyes of other people. Some people will tell me I need to focus more on school or focus more on X, Y, and Z, but I feel like I'm doing good on where I manage my time and my talent. So as long as you feel like you're on your own internal North Stars, and if you're going in the right direction of it, then it doesn't really matter what all the outside noise says. And then something else that I learned along the process of making this song is like, be careful who you take advice from when it comes to your vision and things like that, because a lot of times, like, you should really take it with a grain of salt or a grain of sand, whatever the saying is. But I would always take advice to the heart, and I still have that problem. So it's just trying to get better at like only taking advice from people who maybe have been where I want to go, or have like a strong third eye or bird's eye view perspective on it, and they could tell me how it is from the outside. Because sometimes it's like, oh, the answer was there the whole time, so I just needed somebody who from an outside perspective to tell me that. But I'm kind of rambling. That's what this is for, though. It's kind of just like mumbo jumbo, let y'all know where I'm at in life, and this is kind of where I'm at. But I've kind of hit on the biggest message or themes. It's kind of just like defining your vision and understanding the world is yours. So it's for the taking. Go get it, And I was spewing out so many of my dreams to my girlfriend the other day, and it was almost like an overwhelming conversation, because I was like, let me just make sure I'm recording. I was almost like, I don't know what to pursue. I don't know this, I don't know that. And she was like telling me to break it down. I forget exactly what she said, but all I remember is she said the world is yours, and that stuck with me. So I was like, I love that response. That's all I needed to hear, and that's all that stuck with me. But favorite lyrics, I wonder if money is the root of evil or what makes you free. I wonder if money is the root of evil or what makes you free. Maybe it's a bit of both. I'ma play it safe, get some money in that safe, stack it up in the bank. If I'm not worried about food, I'ma play. I'ma write till I faint, but oh wait, haven't written like a day. And then it goes back to the hook. But what I'm saying in that little verse right there is, do I pursue the money or do I pursue the music? Because if I didn't have to worry about money, I wouldn't be doing anything but making music. You know what I mean? So it's like, should I try and get to the life financially where I can just afford to have a bunch of free time and put it all toward the music? But how much will that actually take away from the music is what I'm questioning. Or do I try and find some different type of balance where I can be making music continuously? And then also, I once heard Rick Rubin say like, having that 9 to 5 allows you the balance to afford to live as an artist, because it's like you're not homeless, but you are still able to create. And I think if I were to go into this season of just like only creating and I didn't pick up anything else, then I would be like living out of a car or something, so it's like I think that's where he's coming from. And then there's so it's like do you want to pursue the money and the music or just the money, and so I see 3 paths, but there's always different angles that you could look at it from. And without going into specifics, it's hard to really grasp what I'm talking about. So I hope I'm making sense. Favorite visuals. Oh, nah, we got a saw in the back. I got to start going to like some real secluded places for this, because I was at the lake the one time filming this and I heard construction in the background and I'm like, dude, they're turning this place into a city. Okay. Any behind the scenes? Not really. I think I've kind of hit on it all. My New Year's resolution, drop 52 music videos in a year. I've been kind of getting like burnt out and overwhelmed. And so I think that's kind of like a sign to just remember to stay true to myself, stay on my path, and then also like make sure I'm doing what I love to be doing. And it's okay to get like a little burnt out. I think that shows that like I'm working hard, but I don't want to get burnt out and lose. I hope the saw isn't coming in that loud on this, but it is like irritating in a way. But yeah, just staying patient, and staying positive. Staying patient, staying positive, trusting the process. Recently, like, I feel like I don't have the right content for Instagram, so that's something I'm trying to work on. And I could say the same about TikTok. For YouTube, I'm kind of getting into a rhythm of what's working, and I think it just needs to have some tweaks. But overall, like, I'm about to graduate college, assuming my finals go well, and that's a blessing in itself. But I'm sad to leave this like little town of Harrisonburg at JMU, because it's really is a friendly city and there's a lot of opportunities here, but it's not as, it doesn't have as many opportunities as a bigger city. So that's why I feel like I gotta move and I gotta be in a spot where music can just be surrounding me, so that I have the opportunities to go out, create, and flourish. So thank you all for tuning in once again. I always appreciate you guys for watching these. I want to connect with my followers stuff too more. Like, if you guys comment, I always respond, or I always try to respond. And then also like DM me on Instagram. Feel free to say hi, because I do want to like learn more about y'all on a personal level, help you guys get the content that you want to see from me. What do you guys want to see from me? Let me know and I'll try and put it out there. So God bless. Gems music video out now. I don't know which one we got coming next, but I know what the next 2 after that will be. So that's kind of like a weird gap to be in. But much love. God bless. Thank you all for tuning in. As that saw cuts out, bro, I'm ending this. Oh, there it is again. Peace.